You want to hear about glory? Go find a paladin. I only know how people survive. And the ones who arrive here, they usually don't look like much. Most people expect a welcoming committee, a grand arrow in the sky pointing them towards destiny. The world doesn't work that way. Take the little one from today, a goblin, reeked of old grave dirt and ambition. Nothing but a pair of tattered pants, a tallow candle, a piece of crumpled parchment, and a scythe that couldn't cut fruit from a tree. They read the parchment, a message for a dark arts trainer hidden somewhere deep in the city's underbelly. A grand calling, sure, but you don't go hunting for dark magic when you're flat broke. So the clever little wretch did what any survivor does. They didn't chase the trainer. They marched right past the North Gate Arch, kept within eyesight of the guards, and spent the daylight hours finding things small enough to kill. They learned the weight of that scythe under the midday sun. They learned how quickly the light burns when you're fighting for a fistful of copper. They look for the rotting skeletons out in the brush, because a cracked staff pried from a dead man's grip is worth more than a dozen rat ears. They harvested the dead piece by piece, because showing up to a necromancer's guild without any coin means you aren't learning any spells. You're just a nuisance. And they didn't fill their bags with random trash either. A smart hunter picks one breed of beasts so the meat stacked neat and clean in a tight pack. But as the afternoon wore on, the pack got heavy. It became a race against the clock to bring that junk back into the maze of stone and secrets before the light failed. You learn to watch the signs. A cook at the inn for the raw meat. The tailors and smiths who know the difference between scraps of cloth and heavy plate. That goblin traded every bit of bone and meat until their purse had a little weight to it, and they spent it immediately. They took their copper pieces and bought a lumberjack axe from the merchants right as the shadows lengthened. A little bit of training, a few logs, and suddenly you have a fire. Without it, you're not an adventurer, you're just bait. Because daylight is a fleeting luxury around here. When the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the dark doesn't just fall, it smothers you. Even with eyes built to see the gloom of the underworld, that goblin knew the value of true light. This is just the beginning. No songs, just blood, smoke, and a small shadow learning how to stand its ground. Drink up. We'll see if this little bastard makes it to morning.